money, testimony. Go to follow you they go. This year, good news, giant plenty.
Well, hello, my loves, and welcome to another episode, my 8th episode of Nene's Notions. I'm back at it again with another episode, another notion, and more opinions. But now I have more opinions with more people from last time because it was highly requested. So if y'all want to introduce yourselves, y'all can.
I'll go first. My name is Austin. It's me again.
It's me again.
What's good, y'all? It's Adrian. What's good?
Hey, it's Sydney.
All right, yeah, y'all know Austin and Sydney. They're back again to my show. AJ's new. Yeah. Welcome, AJ. AJ's new. No problem. But yeah, y'all know we're gonna get into this notion. We're gonna be talking about it. We're going to rant about it. We're gonna get irritated about it because this is kind of a notion that is gonna get irritating a little bit. And I might be playing like a little video for y'all, just a little snippet of, you know, the sense of whatever. But y'all ready to get into this notion?
Of course.
All right, cool. So, notion for today, it is none of your concern. Basically, another basis of it is don't deflect from your wrong. Basically, in a whole, don't deflect from your wrong. And what I want to showcase and what I want to give you guys, like, you know, like a little snippet of, or like a little taste of, is, y'all know the pure definition of a Karen and a Ken. So we got this entitled woman that, you know, she's berating and going at the officers when really she's the main one that's been doing wrong. She decided to drink when she has a child in the car, and then when officers pull her over, she wants to, you know, just go on this full rant, berate, you know, all the above. But yeah, y'all listen for like a little couple seconds and y'all let me know how y'all feel. Hold up.
You're like 21.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm about twice your age.
Okay.
You don't have kids. You're not married. You're an idiot. I ask a question. Are you an idiot? So I'm looking for my phone.
And I said we can help you in trying to
What
find
do you help me with?
If it's in the floorboard over there, I can. What would you like me to do that? Because you've done nothing but ridicule me, so I don't want to do something that's not going to be what you want to do.
All right, y'all. So I know even in, you know, the couple minutes that I just played that, y'all I know y'all a little bit irritated. But yeah, so this woman right here, y'all hear her in the whole berating part of her just being like, well, are you an idiot going at the officers acting like they're the ones who's doing wrong? Do you have family? Do you have this? Do you have that? No. Don't try to like deflect off of your wrong and go at somebody else because you're doing wrong. Because that's none of your concern. If they have family, friends, children, that's none of your concern. They care about the well-being of your child and not you endangering other people on the road and an innocent child more than you do. Yeah. So instead of going at somebody else, maybe you should look back at yourself and know what you're doing. Because a lot of people that do that get a defense mode really heavy.
Yeah.
And instead of taking accountability for your own actions, you just love to just act dumb.
Yeah, I mean, when you make the conscious choice to drive while under the influence of alcohol, I think it's safe to say that you're not really putting much concern into the lives of other people.
Your child in the back.
Especially with a child, too. It's like you're risking not only killing yourself, but more importantly, someone else and your own child.
Right. A beautiful blessing in the back car. And she's a baby.
Yeah.
In a whole stroller and all. And it's just like, and this is why I say, and this is also why I say too, there are some people that just don't need to be parents. And there's a lot of people that just don't need to be. Because, bruh, what is your point of bringing an innocent child in the world and you don't know how to provide, take care, or be a better example for that child? And you want to pretend like you do care when a big dog, no, you don't. So I'm just saying.
I mean, what are you talking about? She's a great role model, you know, driving around with a bottle of Jack in her hand.
Yo.
It's inspiration to society, for real.
Depends what brand. If it's Hennessy, if they're doing Hennessy, like she don't care about her life, bro.
I don't think she cares about the lives of anyone.
You're right. She doesn't care the lives about anybody, but it's just like, but you want to be.
Don Julio.
It's crash out season.
Y'all, we don't promote that. We don't promote none of that. We're all just speaking of the context of the subject. But I gotta say, like, there's a lot of people that make things that aren't their concern, like, you know, their concern, someone else's concern. And but you want to deflect away from your wrong, and you want to be so quick to judge somebody else. And when it comes down to, like, you know, in some cases, I do say that you have no form of right to judge somebody if you've done the same thing and you've gone down that road. And this goes to some cases of, like, you can't be so quick to judge and you've done it yourself. And that's something that you've overcame in a sense. Yeah. And honestly, when it comes to that, it's just like you're being so defensive and on defense mode. But dude, you did it. We are all imperfect people. We all make mistakes. Like I say all the time, I'm an imperfect person serving a perfect God. I know I'm going to mess up. I'm still growing in my adulthood. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I've done stuff in my past that I'm not proud of, and I've also maybe might do things in the near future that I'm not going to be proud of. But at the end of the day, as long as I acknowledge where I did wrong, learn from it, grow from it, heal from it, learn to do better, then that's what all that matters. But there's certain people that just don't know how to take accountability for their own actions, but want to be so quick to judge, and you have no right to judge.
Yeah, it just shows a lack of self-awareness, really, and just like a lack of empathy. Because for most people, when they make a mistake, they kind of just internalize it. They keep it to themselves a bit. They don't like when other people call it out, right? But when they see someone else making the exact same mistake, they have less compassion for that person than they do for themselves. So they're more likely to just like lambast them, just like be really vocal about how that person messed up. And in some cases, that's okay, like for grievous offenses. But if it's just like a simple like foible or just like a idiosyncrasy, then I don't really see the need to just like viciously judge someone else, you know?
Yeah, it's just like there's sometimes where you see certain things and you see, like, you know, certain people going through some things, and that person could see themselves in that situation and what they went through, and instead of encouraging and empowering that person, you want to be so judgmental when you went through it. But there's a deeper meaning when you kind of like saw yourself in that. But Sydney, you got something to say?
Yes. I have a perfect example of a Karen. I saw one this was spring break. I actually saw that. I was driving to the store, and then someone was parking, and then she was parking, and then I was waiting patiently, and then she flicked me off.
Oh, when we went to Woodmore? Yes. Oh my gosh, I just remembered that, because I was like, she flicked us off. I was like, I remember that, because it was me, you, and Aaron. We went to Woodmore. Okay, so myself, Sydney, and another one of our friends, Aaron, we went to Woodmore Town Center, and just to get something to eat, because, you know, like, hey, we just be like, we be on campus. We were hungry. It was like, hey, anybody with a car? Sydney was like, I got keys. All right, let's go. So then we went to Woodmore Town Center, and there was this woman that was parking. She like legit was taking her precious time. Sydney was waiting patiently. Like, she was like, okay, I'm just here waiting. And the next thing you know, we look at the woman, and she also has a daughter that's younger beside her. And she just begins to flick us off. Aaron was about to get out the car.
For real?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
No, that's Aaron. No, yes.
Yes, Aaron that we know.
He was about to be like, hey, yo, so like, what you mean by that?
Right, no, like, yo, Aaron was about to get out the car. He was so pissed. Like, me and Sydney were like, bruh, no, Aaron. But Aaron was about to get out the car because he was like, no. But I was like, in a sense, too, I was not going to give that person that time of day, because also she got a child. Like I said, be a better example.
I wasn't gonna like flick her back off, but if she didn't have the child, I would have done so.
Yeah.
But I got really annoyed and impatient.
Yeah, it's just like there's sometimes when I see there are children in the room or children can be around, I keep, my sense of maturity, because there's no child that should be exposed to that in like, a strong way. But it's just like, yo, if we just on the street and you doing too much and you on your Karen stuff, yeah, I'm gonna go off on you. So just
I don't know about that.
Not go off, but it's just like check you.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's kind of the point of the Karen. Like, they're trying to bait a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
A lot of the times they just really want us to just like go crazy, scream at them, so that they can feel more important themselves. I think the best thing to do is just laugh at them and just keep it pushing, because these people are sad. Well, let me not go too deep into my insult bag. But yeah,
PG-13, Austin. PG-13.
We just
let's just keep it PG.
They're very they have very unfortunate existences. Right? So
I try to keep a PG show, y'all. I have my friends. We try to keep. PG.
They try to get excitement and like meaning in their lives by getting a rise out of other people. But if you can remind them of their unfortunate existences, then. Am I doing the censoring thing correctly?
The censoring thing? Yeah.
But yeah, if we remind them of that by just laughing and keeping it pushing, maybe they can just retreat back to their humble abodes and, just do something productive with their time.
Yeah. It's like the fact of like, there are people, Karens are the pure definition of somebody who just wants to get people who just want to get a rise out of you. Yeah. There are many people that do want to get a rise out of you. They want to do certain things to get you out of your character. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'll always be the person that God made me to be, but it's still in a sense of where you don't need to allow a person to treat you like that. Yeah. And that's why so many of these Karens get checked, because there are so many people today in society that don't play that. That like don't give a crap, no holds bars of you, like they don't have a problem with that. Because there's many Karens that have acted stupid, got recorded, posted all over social media. Guess what? The Karen either got arrested or fired. That's why I said it's very true, because there's a lot of Karens that got fired. There was even this. Oh my gosh. This has to make me think about this one Karen that I saw on YouTube. Okay. I saw this. I saw this one Karen on YouTube, but there was a black guy. She was blocking this guy from entering into his apartment building, because he was just getting off of work after a long day, working hard for everything he got, beautiful black king, whatever. So he's trying to go into his house. The next thing you know, this white woman is blocking him from entering his house. He starts to record it, and then she's like, well, and mind you, she's also a resident, keyword resident, but she's questioning this man as if she owns the freaking building. She's saying, who are you? Why are you coming in here?
That's his
What's
house.
your right? Like, what's your room number? Why are you staying here? And he's like, ma'am, I'm going to push you out of my way if you don't move in 2 seconds. He gave her fair warning, and then he did it. And she was like, she said in her, like, her little Karen voice, "Are you kidding me? That man is trying to get into his home." I would have done the exact same thing. I would have been like, bro, you're not about to, another resident is not about to stop me from getting into my home.
I'll hit her with that 300 kick. This is for Sparta.
This is the spot.
For all he knew, she could have been trying to rob him, He could have feared for his life.
Yeah, it's just like, she was just casually just walking her dog. And then here's the crazy thing, though. She is going to continue to follow this man all the way to his door. She got on the elevator with him. She went all the way up to where he lived at. And he said at the end of the video, you see my key in the door. Why are you still here? And this here she going to say, I just wanted to introduce myself because I wanted to know other people that was going on. I was like, that is not how you.
Oh, she's so considerate.
I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so considerate of the fact that you legit harassed me and followed me all the way up to my door like a psycho. And then on top of that, when she did her little personal interview when the news story dropped, she has the audacity to say, I have a black husband.
Yeah, I can't be racist. My dog's fur is black.
No.
And I was like, huh? I was like, okay.
You literally followed him to the elevator.
Yes.
But you're a resident.
Also,
you don't have to follow a person
And also with that excuse why you have a black husband. Remember the Capitol building? People was
Oh my God.
and a lot of them was having interracial couples. I know we spoke about this the last thing, but it was like that's the wild side. All right, we're talking. It's not a good excuse. You can still be a terrible person.
Exactly, and this is another thing too. Is that, bruh, why would I be with you if you discriminate against my race? And we're in an interracial couple. That's a problem for me, and that's a major red flag. Like I said in the last episode, I don't discriminate. I love all colors of the rainbows when it comes to guys. But if you don't respect, if you have different stances on my culture and my race, and you disrespect my race, why should I be with you? And it's just on the tip of where I can say that because I'm in a mixed relationship. No. There are certain things that's still disrespectful towards your race. Yeah, also, it doesn't matter how many black friends you got if you're in an interracial couple. It doesn't really matter, bruh. You should not be rolling around and saying the N-word. That's not your hall pass or your free card.
Yeah, just being in a relationship with a minority doesn't make you a non-racist. You could always just be a fetishizer too. Like, you can't just be like,
break down the definition, Austin, for those who don't know.
Well, for those who don't know, a fetishizer is someone who gets with someone of a different race or ethnic group or like nationality strictly because they're of that group. They don't see them as an individual. They don't see you as a person. They mainly see their person as like just a representative of their fetish or something that they're attracted to. Like, let's say you have a white guy who dates a girl strictly because she's Asian. Or like a white girl that dates a guy strictly because he's black.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that in IRL, huh?
But and also
absolutely.
And also you see a lot of that in age gaps too. Y'all know what I mean by age gaps?
That's disgusting.
Like, it is like, that's disgusting. No, because me, at the end, it's a whole nother episode with age gaps because that's just nasty. Like, to me, and I'm just want to say, like, that's just like, dude, at the end of the day, you do you, but it's just like,
watch out for the super seniors.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right, you're trying to build a family with a you're trying to build a family with a 50-year-old, and you're like in your early 20s.
It's like some of y'all looking like babysitters now.
Like, yeah, I pay her. I pay for her bills, stuff like that. I mean, that's a father.
That's a sugar daddy.
That's not a relationship.
Yo, that's a sugar daddy for real. It just be like,
that's the sugar daddy.
Yeah, I think we need to hold these like older individuals so much more accountable because they prey on these younger people and like, prey on their naivety.
And that's
then
sick.
They have the audacity to be like, "Oh, she's really mature for her age." You're like, "Oh, he's really mature, even though
dude,
he's young." It's like, why don't you find someone who's as mature as you?
Right, as mature as you. I was like, dude,
that
just because I'm
so badly. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
Come off so badly. You was like, yeah, she's very mature for her age. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like what do you?
And are you
mean
sure that she's more mature for her age, or are you just immature for your own age?
Ooh, snap for the people.
Snap for the people out there. It's not that up. Austin be speaking facts. He need to put some stuff on that he says on the t-shirt. And he need to sell those. But that's for real, like super genuine, because it's just like, dude, like it's just like, what do you see in this one person? Automatically everybody in the society will just see like seeing age gaps in a relationship. They automatically think sugar daddy, sugar mama, all the above, because I was like, there's no like actual loving motive with that.
Yeah,
they just see that on a whole new level. And it's just like, for me, I'm just like, why don't you just date somebody just with your age? What's the problem? It might be hard, but hey, date someone within your age, because I would just be creeped out. Because when it come to me, I only date somebody maybe a year or two up from me.
Yeah, I like yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do like older women, but it's not. You laugh because you know I do, but it's like,
stay silent.
Yeah, also like,
but it's not to such a big degree. Be like, ugh, like what?
Yeah, it's just weird.
But it's not because I'm like, oh yeah, because it's more mature. It happens that it just bees that way. Right. Now, granted, I just don't like it when people be like, oh, I don't like dating people my own age. I like dating them I like dating people older than me because I don't feel like people around my age are like mature enough.
They
I'm
severely
like,
overestimate their own
But okay, my thing is that until what you just said, there are a lot of people that do say that people within my own age group aren't that mature, so that's why I date guys older than me, and I'm just like, okay,
Can't
you're
do
the
that.
same age, so how would you be more mature than them? Like, I'm just saying on the basis of how would you be more mature than them when you're in the same age group?
Basically, people surround themselves with a bunch of jerks, and then they're like, "Oh, why is everyone around me a jerk?" It's like,
Right.
why don't you look at the community you've built around yourself? Yeah, I was considering myself very
Yeah, I was about to say
heavily
something. Yeah, but it's just like, well, maybe you should toss up your friend group a little bit.
Yeah.
Like how we have our friend group, we have, you know,
We have a lot of people.
co-ed, and also we have different races
Yeah.
and ethnicities in our friend group.
And, I mean,
And it's just like, how about you mix up your friend group a little bit?
Right, and like as a jaded individual who like doesn't always have the best words for humanity as a whole, it's like I can't just judge every single person in my age group to be some kind of idiot. It's like there's a bunch of people out there who I can find who I can make good conversation with, who are just a joy to be around. It's
Absolutely.
like, yeah, not everyone's gonna be the greatest person, but you can still, if you look hard enough, you can find some solid, nice people. You don't have to branch out to these super seniors and senior citizens. Just look in your
You
own
came with that?
community. Why don't you date someone who doesn't have to pick you up after school?
Oh, you got to touch in the brain like that, really, Austin.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
I feel like
gosh,
they just
okay.
needed to be
You pack your
told
lunch today?
straight up.
Yo, I
it
take
looks
off my
weird.
glasses because of that. Yeah.
No, it does look weird. I had some friends that go to that real, just for like confidentially. Ugh, sorry.
Right, like I shouldn't have to ask,
can't
is this
say
your
it.
dad? Like,
He's your dad.
No, there was somebody that legit. I was watching a stage play, and they were talking about, oh yeah, I'm sorry that you know your mom passed away. Your mom was a good woman, but then like the guy was like, this isn't my daughter, and then they was like, who is that? Said, this is my wife. I was like,
oh,
they was all like, what? They was all like, huh?
What was the gap?
Oh, he was like pushing 60, and she was like in 30s,
30s.
early 30s at that.
That's great.
this
Now,
man
think
could
about,
drive before she was born.
And I'm
that's
just
so-
like,
Sorry, Nene.
no, you're good. Just go ahead.
But it was like you start to realize that like if you look at like a lot of grandparents stuff like that, you start to realize that the gaps are kind of weird.
Yeah.
You start
It's kind of I'm let's go into this for a second, because I want to say, what's the word? Old people always like to be saying. Old people always like to say, "Oh, you should."
Hey,
be
he tried
like
to
us.
keep that
Oh, back
PG.
in
He
my
got the
day-
PG. He got
Always
the
got to
PG,
keep
right?
it PG.
He got
But
the
they're like, back in my day, everything was fine. Relationships were easy. They say like, yeah, back in your day, you were 45 out here asking 15-year-olds to be your woman.
Yo, but
It
that is
wasn't
so
easy.
for
That
real.
wasn't stress free. That's deserving of a court case. Like, you're not a player. You're a felon.
For real, yo, that is so valid, because it's just like, dude, you were how old and you're preying on that person that's what age, and it's just like
saying like, yeah, I got game. I'm like, bro, you was out there at night talking to 15-year-olds. It was like, you can't be going home alone. I'm like, Nick, sorry. I'm like, bro,
it's just like, but it just gives me like chills just
Yeah.
talking about that, because that's just nasty.
Do you know the
Dad.
president of France too? Emmanuel Macron.
What's up?
His wife was his private tutor
Oh my
when
gosh.
he was like 15 and she was like 40 or something.
Oh
like
my
that. It is
gosh.
just every time I see the first lady of France.
when I mean that I don't like older women, I did not mean it in that way.
Yo, PSA, AJ was like, I did not mean I like older women in that
I
way.
want
in
to
that
say something real
What's
quick.
up?
All right.
Age gaps, they're disgusting to me. If I see a 15-year-old be with a 35-year-old,
Okay, that's
that's catching a case.
I'm not going. That's just incest.
no, that's just
You're just basically abusing this child.
basically.
Basically, yeah. Dang, we got so into age gaps. We got off the notion a little bit. So, but yeah, just like in age gaps, there's sometimes when there's people that honestly do wrong, and when it comes to age gaps in relationships, people honestly do try to deflect from that and try to project their wrong onto other people, because age gaps can tie into the fact of that people think that there's nothing wrong with a, say for instance, like a 28-year-old dating a 15-year-old. There is something wrong with that.
Yeah, to those people who think there's nothing wrong with it, I severely encourage you to.
Wait, what's the gap again?
Like say for instance, like if I would say like a 30-year-old trying to date a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I really can't give my advice over radio waves, so you got just give up.
Sorry, y'all don't know the uncut Austin. Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all don't know the uncut Austin. Not you're what? You're what would you say? What did you say?
Innocent, nice, kind person of all time.
Okay, let's wrap this notion up on that part. But yeah, like I said, y'all, this is our notion for today. It's really none of your concern. Try not to deflect off of where you're doing wrong. Take accountability for your own actions, because taking accountability for your own actions is the first form of you healing, and the first form of you overcoming, the first form of you willing to keep an open mind and willing to educate yourself, because you have to be willing at the end of the day. Like I said in the past episode, be willing to grow. Be willing to keep an open mind. Be willing to not be so defensive in your wrong. Own it. Move forward from it and try to heal from it. Okay?
Just keep on growing.
Keep on growing one day at a time. All right. So now it's the top 3 with your girl Nene. All right, y'all. So, I go into my top 3. Like I said, I'm a theater kid. I snatch trending things, within the industry, within the entertainment industry. So my first top pick is actually it's one of the creators of, I would say, Naruto. How do you pronounce this man's name? Dragon Ball Z.
Akira Toriyama.
Sorry, y'all. Don't cancel me, y'all. Don't cancel me, y'all. I did not pronounce this man's name. I did not pronounce his name wrong. But he passed away. In the beginning of this month. Like I said, I pray that God, touches his family, heals his heart. Because there are many kids, us growing up that were impacted by his cartoons, and that loved it, and that loved him. And that honestly, I think it's like people's first form of like anime, like first form of opening the anime. Yeah, so I
remember myself screaming in my room.
We all wanted to be Goku
all the time.
Yeah. So like y'all, like I said, all prayers up for his family, and I pray that God, heals them, heals everybody when they're going through this tough time of reflecting on him, but also still celebrate his life, the impact that he made on many young children, also still staples of him that is still here.
Yep, true inspiration to creatives everywhere.
True inspiration to many creators everywhere. And my second pick, for those who watch The Masked Singer, I need to catch up. For those who watch The Masked Singer, Sydney was like,
I like that show.
Yeah, I love The Masked Singer. For those who watch The Masked Singer, season 11 is coming to fruition. I just said that word right. Yeah, season 11 is coming, into the fold. Make sure y'all catch up on that. I need to catch up on The Masked Singer, y'all. It's been a lot with school, so I've had to catch up on a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna catch up on it. Make sure y'all tune in 110%. And my last notion for today, not notion, my last pick is that the whole, like I said, Danzel with Millie Bobby Brown, her on Stranger Things, she's 11. Make sure you guys tune into that. I feel like it's a really great show, so make sure you guys tune into that on Netflix. And yeah, that is my top 3 with your girl Nene, and also this is my ending of the show. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this new notion. Thank you to my friends for joining me. And I would like to thank the humanities department. Thank you guys, and thank you Bobby for giving me this platform to be willing to share my notion with everyone else. Make sure you guys follow me on my personal Instagram at Nene the Leap Year Baby. Make sure y'all follow me on my Facebook. Y'all just look at my name, NENASMITH, and also follow me on my podcast Instagram, which is at Nene's Notions Podcast, and also follow me on Spotify. Just look up Nene's Notions. You'll see all the episodes posted up on there. And also, I will see you guys my next episode. Bye, my loves.
Some Duke on the vibe.